talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking. Not unless y'all giving me likes. And 2,000 or more subscribers every week until we hit 100K. You hear me? Okay. Well, listen, I'm here to talk about some Real Housewives. And first off, we have to get into Real Housewives of Potomac before we get into Kenya Moore's more recent live that she did over on her YouTube channel, right? First things first, it appears that Ashley and Wendy could potentially be beefing with each other. I don't know. We shall see how things are going to take place in the upcoming episodes. That's likely going to be here for us probably in the fall at some point with Real Housewives of Potomac as they are currently filming. And, Ashley made a post the other day, and this was the post of her looking absolutely gorgeous. Okay. I have to give it to Miss Ashley. Y'all know. Okay. If you've been here, you know. All right. Ashley Darby beauty is on point. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. I liked this photo a lot of her. Well, it didn't take long for Miss Wendy to say, girl, I did it first. Understand. I did it first, and when she posted the photo, she took, I guess, the screenshot from her photo album, and she circled like yesterday. So I don't know if Ashley is copying her, if there was some issue or something with the ladies in this particular dress. Absolutely beautiful dress. I think that they both look gorgeous. All right. Now, I don't know if Ashley's going to be caught wearing this in her confessional or at another event, but I feel like slip ups like this happen often when you have certain stylists and you also have people that, fashion designers, they may promote certain attire or similar same attire to some of these stylists in an effort to get somebody in their dress. They don't know which one's going to wear it, but hey, let me send one to you and let me send one to you. Give me the sizes. And unfortunately, they're both caught up in the dress. Now, I don't know if Ashley's also, and that's what I'm looking forward to seeing, if Ashley's going to do something else earlier on in the season that made Wendy feel like, you know what, you copying off me. You got a little bit of that Karen spirit in you, okay? Yeah, she over there trying to do her little 3-week candle, and you want to come over here and put on the same outfit and put on you a little Rambo hat or whatever you want to call it. We see you, girl. We see you. All right. Let me let the people know that I did it first. Girl, I'm ready to see what's going on with the ladies over there at Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm not even gonna do a who do you think looked the best because both of them look beautiful to me. It's not really much of a do we need to have a competition of who wore it best? I kind of hate when they do that sometimes. Sometimes, not all the times. It depends on who the people are. But these ladies look beautiful and it's not that deep, but we shall find out. Next thing I want us to get into is Miss Kenya Moore. There have been some rumblings around of her saying that she is not going to be a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta next season. In addition to that, she's also highlighting some other ladies that are expected to be a part of that cast. Okay. More specifically, I have been seeing where people have been saying it's going to be Pinky Cole as well as Miss K. Michelle. All right. And we're going to get into her live where she talks about that. For a lot of people that may not know, K. Michelle was formerly on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And I think those were the only two. She is a singer. She was singing a lot of R&B type of music, beautiful voice. But then she decided to kind of like, spread her wings and go over into the country lane. All right. And that's what she grew up on. She's from Tennessee, and I definitely can see her in that arena with the country music. Right. So that is what K. Michelle has been up to. She's a singer, all those great things. And then you have Pinky Cole, who is the owner of Slutty Vegan. Right. And if you guys tune into Love and Marriage Huntsville, we did see where she got a chance to sit down with I believe it was Tisha Scott, where they had some conversations in hopes that Pinky would open a Slutty Vegan over in one of their complexes or whatnot. But yeah, she's been having some challenges with her business lately and stuff. She's been very vocal and open about that. And I think that she ended up getting her business back. It was some friction with that. But it's being alleged that these two ladies are likely to join the show. Now, before we get into Kenya's video, because I don't want to forget what it is that I have to say, I would not be surprised if these ladies are not on the show. Right. I also wouldn't be shocked if they are. However, I feel like a lot of times when the show is over, we hear a lot of rumblings about, oh, this person's joining the cast and this person's joining the class and this person, and we don't know for sure if they're actually joining. They may be individuals that they may test out. Like I remember at one point it was a conversation about light skinned Keisha being a part of the cast. She may have tested for it along with Mean Glee. Right? Oh, she's going to be joining the cast, but she may have tested for it. But then we see Mean Glee over on Basketball Wives, whereas light skinned Keisha we haven't seen. I mean, maybe we've seen her in like one scene or something, like in the background type of thing, but yeah, she wasn't on the show. Don't know if they're going to try to bring her back or whatever. She is a married woman, okay, here in Atlanta. I I mean, hey, I was gonna say not necessarily a housewife because Keisha get out there and she gets it, but I mean, that don't mean she can't be a housewife. We have a lot of women on the show that don't even be married, hello, or steady going through divorces, hello. So I don't know if they're gonna have her over on the show in any shape, form, or fashion. Not even sure if Pinky Cole as well as K Michelle, which is also interesting because they're both my sorors. Not sure if they are gonna be going over to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but also because it's being alleged that Kenya Moore hinted at these being the people coming over to the show, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, just to prove her wrong type of thing. But again, don't know for sure. It's always a lot of speculation once the season is getting ready to end on who's going to be joining the next season. And we still don't know for sure if they are actually going to be a part of the season until they drop that big, beautiful trailer. All right, letting us know exactly who's the official cast. So we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, in between time, I definitely want us to get over here and I want us to check out some things that Kenya Moore had to talk about in this live. She touched on Cynthia and that friendship or lack thereof that they have. And then she also goes on to talk about more. So let us just hop right on over there and get right on into it.
Cynthia, I'm gonna be very truthful right now. The reason first of all, she's not telling the truth about the timeline of, well, she's mistaken. I don't want to just say she's not, lying. I did reach out to and chatted with her via text messages the day after my salon event. I'm not upset with her for speaking her mind. I think she could have handled it differently, but that's not the reason I have not been speaking to her. I thought Cynthia was my writer, one of my best friends, my confidant, someone that I really loved and trusted as a sister. We have been through our ups and downs, our lefts, our rights, whatever. But at the end of the day, I thought she was someone that I would always be able to trust. That's not true. There were some private things that I told her, shared with her, and texted her that she shared with someone else.
You're on YouTube.
Okay, thank you. That she shared with someone else. And that really gutted me because in this world of housewives, and you meet people, you form these relationships. Some are because they're work people. They're cast members that you work with, and some they become really a part of your village. I trusted her with my daughter. I trusted her with my secrets. I trusted her with a lot of things. And trust me when I tell you this, I have kept her most private moments, her most private secrets to myself, and have never and will never disclose any private information, specifically speaking about intimate conversations that we've had or text messages that we've had where I'm explaining something in a very intimate way. And I know that she betrayed my trust, and I won't tell you, specifically the people, the why. I know the why. And the why was not for my best interest. It was for hers. And so all this, oh, I haven't spoken to Kenya, all this stuff. Please, just at this point, just please stop talking about me.
Oh, girl, y'all really beefed out. Not so much as beefed out, but you're really done with her. So I'm wondering, what intimate things did you send over to Cynthia? Like, did she, and when you say people, it kind of makes me question whether she showed something to the network that wasn't in your best interest in an effort to save her butt or something like that. Y'all let me know what y'all get from what Kenya is saying.
You know, you can stand on your own. You can say whatever you want to say, but please, I'm just saying, please stop talking about me.
Wow.
What you're saying is not true. And, you know, I just don't want that nonsense in my life anymore. I want genuine people who really are on my team, even if that comes down to 2 people. And one of those people is Brooklyn Daily. I'm okay with that. I think I know who my writers are. And, you know, honestly, she's just not one.
Wow, y'all. I don't know. Like, I know for me, I did not really like how Cynthia handled things when she didn't have all the facts and she automatically rushed to take the side of Britt in my personal with supporting her. Britt made a mistake, and all of that. Like, I mean, it was a way she could have been, I feel, maybe neutral or even just not have had her back if you weren't even there to see what all went down. Right. But then to hear, like, Kenya kind of like, girl, disassociate yourself with me. Don't even bring me up in interviews. Like, don't discuss me. Don't talk about me. Kind of takes me back to the beef when Cynthia and Nene were getting into it. And I'm like, now, Cynthia, are you not as innocent of a person as I would like to think that you are? To know that you shared some things that were intimate, but then you're often being the etiquette police. I personally feel like what you said with Drew, like, why would you even put yourself in such a situation for that to overshadow your music, which you were flat out wrong yet again. However, you over here on Drew about putting herself in a position, and now you done put yourself in a position to where Kenya don't even want to have anything to do with you. That's terrible. That's terrible. I mean, maybe with time, it has been over a year at this point. Maybe with more time, maybe they'll come back together. Good luck. Mm.
Also, I want to I want to go back to something on the reunion, things that happened that you did not see, at least I don't think you saw. I do want to give a shout out to Porsha for speaking up off camera about the way things were handled with me. She did mention something, as I'm told, to Andy. And again, I'm not, there's nothing, I have no beef with Andy. We have a great relationship. We were speaking often. I felt like he was in my corner. I feel like he was championing for me, but the whole situation was above him. And so, but I do know that during the reunion, at some point, I don't know if the cameras were rolling or not, but I have been told that Porsha was very vocal and said, she did not like the way they handled the situation with me. And so for that, I have to say thank you to Porsha for, sticking up for me in that moment and about that situation. So that's that. So let's see, would you ever do another reality show outside of Housewives? I don't think I would do another reality show outside of Housewives because, you guys, look, how often do I even post on social media? Almost never. Honestly, if I wasn't on reality TV on this show, I would be a very private, almost reclusive person because I don't really enjoy showing my life the way I have shown my life. I mean, people often weaponize things that you say constantly.
Yeah.
Again, this is because of my teeth. I know I'm giving you lisp right now. I'm giving you a good old lisp, but please bear with me because in 2 weeks, Dr. Dave is going to fix all that. So, it's like pulling teeth to even just get me to post. And I thank you for being Team Twirl and always following me. And like, when I do post, it's like, yeah, we love it. But no, so the short answer is no. Someone is saying, so you're saying Miss Lanithia was correct in saying that Miss Bailey, it went too fast. One thing about Nene, I don't know her to be a liar. I don't know her to be a liar. Now, she has been, unhinged at times.
Yeah.
She has been, she has, crashed out at times. Living your life on TV and the way that we do is not easy. So I'm just going to tell you that I don't know her to be a liar.
And see, that's what I was saying, like, as far as things Nene has said about Cynthia, and then now here it is. Kenya is over here saying stuff about Cynthia, and I'm sure Cynthia has to be upset, I would want to believe, at this moment, because now a lot of people looking at her sideways.
And I'm not speaking about when she crashed out about the network and things like that, because I'm not going to speak on that. I don't believe that that was, you know, truth in what she was saying in that regard. But when it comes to what she has said about other housewives, I think she has always kind of been right. That's what I think. Let's see. Let's see. I can't. Oh, it's going so fast. Okay. Now, I know that, you know, some of the girls can be shady about some things. Some girls can be shady about other things. But again, I kind of have to wrap it up because I have a salon waiting with people, and I just wanted to give you some epic tea. Anything you want to ask me before I leave? Drew, someone said something about Drew and Angela. Someone is talking about traders, Big Brother, all of those things. I've been asked to do those things in the past. I love traders. I was asked a few seasons ago, but it conflicted with my Real Housewives schedule. I was not asked this year. So yes. And at that moment, it would have been me. Think of how epic this would have been. Myself, Nene, and for me, it was the Michael Rappaport of it all.
That would be good. That would be crazy.
And
that
Candiace,
would be.
Oh my God, that would have just been epic.
Traders would have been
Lisa
tuned
Rinna,
in for sure.
Thank you, honey. Can you help me open it? I get some tissue
That
over
would have
there
been
already
real
open.
good.
No. Brooklyn. So yes, it would have been epic. So hopefully you'll see me on some other shows coming soon. Of course, I don't announce anything until it's basically shot and ready to air. Okay, let's see.
But I also can see Kenya doing Big Brother too. Right? I know Kandi did Big Brother. Kenya may not want to be away from Brooklyn that long, you know, so she may not want to do, I don't know. I mean, but then even with traders, like you'll still be away from her. So I don't know, but I will consider it. I think she should. I think Celebrity Big Brother would be great. I think Traders would be good. So definitely think about that.
Do I know about any of the tea for the upcoming season, and will I be on?
Pause. I don't know, but maybe you want to see what Tyler Perry's talking about and see if you can slide over there and be on Divorced Sisters or something.
Okay, so yeah, I actually kind of know some tea. The upcoming Brooklyn, I go out of the room with that and shut the door, honey. So I do know that they're adding 2 new housewives to the team. They're adding 2 new housewives, and I think you guys kind of know them both. They're both like known people. One is a business person and she's a restaurateur, and the other one is actually, you know how we always say, oh, you know, it's giving Love and Hip Hop. The other one is actually from Love and Hip Hop. So yeah, there's that. There's that. Someone just said, are me and Mark back together? Hell no. No, that is never gonna happen. I usually never say never, but I'm gonna say a good never on that. We're just trying to raise Brooklyn together, and honey, if the cameras were on us half the time, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's see. What else? It's going so fast. Okay, let me see if I can get down here. Somebody said they want to see our niece. It's so many people on here. Okay, it's not Rashida. It's not Rashida. And honestly, there's another rumor too. Somebody's asking, will Shamia be back? I don't know. I hear yes and I hear no. And that one, I can honestly say I don't really know the tea on that one. But I have been hearing both. Yes, and she'll be back. And I've been hearing no, she won't. So
I think Shamia should return. I know that Shamia took out the RHOA out of her bio. And honestly, I don't even know if she ever put it in there to be. I don't know. I'm not going to hold y'all. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. I haven't seen a before and after one to confirm that she had it up at once upon a time. And now she don't. Haven't seen it. Don't know if it was ever there. But as much as I was not feeling Shamia this past season, I'm willing to give Shamia one more season. Right? I'm willing to give the entire cast as is one more season to see how things work out. Yes, they are going to need to replace Miss Edie with somebody. And I don't know. I mean, maybe Pinky Cole could slide up in that role, but K. Michelle, I wouldn't be opposed to K. Michelle being on the show, but I just don't see her doing that, right? I feel like K. Michelle is in a better place. I don't think she wants to sit up here and argue with you all day. I don't know. And when she reads, if y'all don't like how Candiace Dillard shows up on Real Housewives of Potomac, you not finna like K. Michelle, because K. Michelle's not finna hold back on y'all, okay? K. Michelle has said things about Kirk and Rashida and others on the show that we still talk about to this day. Like, y'all are not going to be ready for K. Michelle over there. Now, and I say that because I feel like she has grown a lot. However, in that environment, they definitely gonna push you like Love and Hip Hop. And she gonna end up reverting back to the old K. Michelle. And I just don't necessarily see her being on the show unless she is a friend of in a smaller capacity. Right? Because she ain't gonna tolerate no disrespect from nobody. And y'all really gonna be upset. Y'all really gonna be mad if you mad with Candiace. Okay? So I don't know. I'm okay with Pinky Cole because I kind of would like to get to know her a bit more outside of what we know her as far as her restaurant, her dynamic with her husband who also owns a restaurant and stuff. So I wouldn't mind getting to know her a bit more. But what else y'all got? And who else y'all got? Okay. I thought about Brooke Valentine when some people were saying that Kenya hinted at it being a singer from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I was like, well, she said Love and Hip Hop, not so much as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But I thought about Brooke Valentine, who's also married with 2 children. She was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Now she's been on Love and Hip Hop Miami. She's also a singer. So I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe she's making something shake to get over there on the show because she's a singer. I can't think of too many other people that were on the show that were singers. So we'll have to see. I also saw Jocelyn Hernandez standing up here talking about why won't they let me on the show? I don't know. I don't know why they won't let you on the show. I can't say that you've grown. You put up a front letting us know that you've grown, and then last year, I think it was, or year before last, you attacked somebody at an after show or whatever, got into it, and then you got put back on charges and all this other stuff. So I don't know. Yes, I do understand. Oh, y'all act like she wasn't on Married to Medicine, and y'all act like she was on Married to Medicine for episodes. Like, the lady was on there for like a piece of a snippet, if that. Okay. May have had an exchange of words with Toya, but it doesn't mean that we really need to see a Jocelyn's Cabaret on Real Housewives of Atlanta in a long term way. Like, absolutely not. For a full season, oh, that's DEAD. That's dead. Okay? No, ma'am. I can't agree. I don't think they need to have anyone on the show that is not in control of themselves, right? We're going to have words. We're going to exchange things back and forth. But no. How about that? No. Okay, well, those are my thoughts, y'all. I don't want to continue the conversation. If you guys want to see more of the video, definitely go over to Kenya Moore's page, watch her live in its entirety. And that's really all that I have. I mean, you guys can leave your thoughts and comments down below. Leave your recommendations for women in Atlanta that you would like to see given an opportunity to be a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And let me know your thoughts about Shamia. Would you like to see her another season? Because I don't mind, even though I felt like, she could finesse a story at times. She can finesse a story. But in all honesty, every single one of these ladies sitting on this couch, your faves included, can all finesse a story, tell a story, leave details out. They can do all of that because the goal for them is to make themselves look in the best interest as they possibly can when it comes to the public, even though the public's going to read in between your BS at the end of the day. Okay. So leave your thoughts and comments down below. That's all that I have for you guys at this time. Of course, I am JamiThatsMe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell them I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cash died at the ATM. And the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF. Got them trying to clone